An ETP backed by XLM. No. You heard me correctly. An ETP backed by Xlm. Yeah, I got the deets for you. We'll talk price action. XRP targeted in a hack. I ain't worried about it, and I'll share with you why. Someone we all know wants to get into crypto, but I won't touch that with a 10-foot pole. Hell, you could give me $1 million of your dollars, and I wouldn't put it into that piece of crap. We'll talk that along with
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
the dumbest smart people you have ever met. This story is going to make you laugh and wonder what the hell is going on with the educational system. It's crypto related. Don't worry. Now, before we get into the news, you know the deal, everyone. You, the viewer, matter most. That's where I share your comments at the beginning of every video. Mark Jones says, "Hey, Klaus, I tried to find your Guatemala channel by using your link in the channel description. Yes, everything I'm doing in Guatemala is going to be posted where? Down below and at the end of this video. That took me to your fitness channel that had the last posting a year ago. Would you please help us with the proper link to the Guate channel that you were trying to grow? Thank you." Yeah, I'm only doing shorts for now. I don't want to do long form comment while I'm out here in Guatemala because I want to use my big mega PC. So go to that channel link down below, hit the subscribe button, and check out the shorts. I'm going to be posting more as the days go on. And when I get home, we go on long format content, baby. Jason Hutchinson says, vote them out. All of them. I want you to think about this. How many of you watching right now could go without pay for a month? Could go without pay for a month and a half or 2 months, right? Think about that. The government employees right now are not getting paid. How long can they last before what they get squeezed to? This whole government thing is not screwing over the politicians, it's screwing over the people. So yeah, vote them out. Hashtag vote them all out. Cassius Prop says, hello, Klaus. Could you add Bitcoin dominance chart to your daily news? Cheers from Poland, and thanks in advance. I think I can do that. Bitcoin, 106,685 ETH is 3867 BNBs, almost 1100, while XP is at 235. I've got juicy news for XLM fans, and again, we're going to talk about the dumbest smart people that I've ever met. Altcoin season index, 23 out of 100. Maybe we don't want to talk about that one for a while because Homegirl is going down. Ooh, that sounds a lot of fun. Bitcoin dominance, look, here's the deal. Bitcoin's in orange, ETH is in blue, and the alts are in gray. Can kind of see as of late, Bitcoin dominance has been growing, yeah, since January 1st of 2022, heavily growing, but then the dominance has slid since June, yes, as the altcoins roaring. By the way, if you want to track all this stuff yourself, it's all linked in the description down below. You ready for this? MIT grads allegedly Googled money laundering before pulling off a $25 million crypto heist. Okay, for those of you not aware what MIT is the college for like the freakiest of the freak smart people, okay? Like, I was a Loyola guy. I got some intelligence, but I don't have MIT intelligence, okay? And here's the thing. These idiots, I'll read you the story and you'll see what I'm talking about. As technical education goes, few American institutions can match the prestige and influence of MIT. Of course, not every graduate is destined for greatness, as two MIT alums made that clear earlier this year when they pulled off a crypto heist of $25 million. In 12 seconds, the defendants tricked their victims out of $25 million. Oh, that's kind of messed up. The defendants' goal was to rip other people off, and they laughed about tricking their victims into buying bullshit coins based on their scam bait. Here's the problem, though. These people started searching things. How to wash crypto, top crypto lawyers, fraudulent Ethereum address database, and just for good measure, money laundering statute of limitations. Put it out there. If you're going to commit a crime, don't use your personal computer. Go to one of those liberal states where you can wear masks, go into a public library, and Google the shit from there. Yeah, they did this on their personal devices. So they may be MIT smart, but they're as shit street dumb. YouTube celebrity Mr. Beast dives deeper into crypto with the trademark filing. This is bullshit. I cannot stand this guy. He has scammed his fans. There's been a whole bunch of things about Mr. Beast, and now he wants to get into crypto. The application also includes services like investment banking, insurance, financial wellness, education, microfinance lending, and decentralized financing. He also wants to create an app for providing cryptocurrency exchange and payment processing services. Wait, what? Yeah, for real. It seems that this guy wants to milk his viewers and subs for even more money, as if Mr. Beast doesn't have enough. I'm tired of this bullshit, for real. Let's leave crypto to the bigs, not to the influencers. Not a fan. Crypto venture capital funding is moving. Now I know it's not as juicy as it used to be, but yes, venture capital funding is still happening. If you want to read about these, because I know some of y'all are into kind of like fringe things, I'll have this one linked down below. I don't want to bore anyone with it, but there has a couple big things. Tempo got 500 million in a Series A round. That's actually pretty cool. So just throwing it out there, if you want, take a look at it. Wisdom Tree XLM news. All right. This is the big story from the beginning, and I want you all to hear this because I think this is a good, no, not I think, this is actually a good thing. Wisdom Tree brings a physically backed XLM ETP to Europe as what XLMW, W for Wisdom Tree, starts trading. That's right. They launched Europe's first physically backed Stellar Lumens XLM ETP. Halt. Wisdom Tree has introduced the Wisdom Tree Physical Stellar Lumens ETP in Europe, a physically backed product that holds XLM in reserve and tracks the spot price. That is what we want. We want these ETPs, ETFs to hold the products that we have, not just track them. That's why I like this. The ETP is live today from October 14, 2025 in the SIX Swiss exchange. You could read the exchanges. Now, why do I like this? Well, here's why. A physically backed structure reduces the tracking gaps and anchors investor exposure to the underlying assets. For institutions, exchange listed access simplifies mandates, adds venue oversight, and improves operational clarity around the subscriptions and redemptions. With a 0.5% management fee, Wisdom Tree is positioned as ETP as a cost effective route to XLM exposure in Europe. That's good. Trust me. Now, the only bad thing about this is we've seen when these big projects, just remember there was an XRP one launched in Brazil and people were like, bro, is this going to bring price action? No, it didn't. This is going to be a bigger one and we're going to be able to track its what, everyone? Its progress. Now, that being said, going it on over to XLM's price, it looks like we have rebounded here as of late. But remember, the next vote we're looking for is going to be targeted on Monday or Tuesday when it comes to the government shutdown. If we can get that freed up, we should be able to roll. Now, volume for Xlm is down, but remember, it's Saturday. People chill the F out. Volume's right now at $161 million with a market cap of $10.1 billion. And again, this is a European physically backed XLM ETP, and their ticker symbol is XLMW. So if you want to track it yourself, you can. XRP and other crypto assets targeted in Ether hiding attack. I'm going to bring this up for a reason. You're going to see why here shortly. North Korean threat actors have adopted blockchain-based techniques called Ether hiding to deliver malware designed to steal cryptocurrency, including XRP. Hackers enabled malicious code and smart contracts to steal XP and other cryptos. Ether hiding evades takedowns by hosting malware on decentralized blockchains. Fake recruiters having people install malware during job interviews. In fact, a lot of the quote crypto promotions that they send out to YouTubers to promote this and that. Yeah, it's malware. You install it on your computer and guess what? Your stuff is gone, girlfriend. The reason I'm bringing this up, I want you to think about this. If you're big out there, if you're hell, even if it's you or me, you want your crypto to be somewhere safe, right? We always talk about cold storage, and we like that kind of stuff, right? We kind of lock it away, and you don't have to worry about it. But what about if you want to have it a little bit more easily accessed, right? You could trade it like that. Well, you would want your custody to be with someone that has the protections. And that's what Ripple has done as of late. They've purchased custody solutions. Ripple is working heavily on institutional custody solutions. Why? So that players out there can feel secure about their investments. There's always going to be hack scams and schemes and bullshit like that. But if more people out there feel confident, feel secure that, hey, my crypto is parked there, they're taking care of the custody, they've got it locked down, they're going to reimburse me if something happens, and I could trade with it like that, well then, girlfriend, that sounds juicy, doesn't it? And how much more money would that bring in if we had more custody solutions like that? XRP's at 235 right now. Volume again down 60% to 3.5 billion. Weekend stuff. Now, 3.5 billion is still fairly healthy though for a Saturday, especially with what everyone, the market's starting to level off from the nastiness that we've endured over this last week. XRP ETFs delayed. If you haven't heard, they have been delayed. Why? Because the government shutdown means that the SEC is only functioning with 10% of their staff. And you remember I talked earlier about all the people with the government with the paychecks. Could you last a month without paychecks? We're talking about people at the SEC too. Yeah, a lot of them aren't working because they're not essential. So all those ETFs are what everyone delayed, which sucks because guess what? Today's the 18th of October, and we were supposed to get a big run of ETFs from the 18th to the 25th. So, because the government is shut down and we're only focusing on essential services, things like ETF approvals will not happen. And remember, if you're going to do some nefarious stuff, don't use your own personal devices to Google how to launder crypto. That's pretty stupid. And this is coming from MIT people, some of the smartest freaking people in the world. Like I said, I'm a Loyola guy. So I got a little bit up here, but I don't got MIT stuff up here, but I do have the street smarts. Get yourself a burner device. Bullshit email, go on public access places, put your little mascaroni on, go to the old public library, and do it from there. Oh, yeah, and make sure too that I don't want to give you too many tips. Now, the XLM ETF is a good thing. I like that. I would love to see more ETPs backed by their products. The majority of them, though, aren't spot ETFs. They just track the product. It's like a mirror, right? So the ones that are actually backed by those products, I give a big golf clap too. Now, in terms of what's going on with the alts, look, the real story is this. The alts are on hold. Everything is on hold until the US China tariff stuff gets done and until the government shutdown stuff gets done. The only big problem that I'm seeing right now is that this is going to push things down the road. Yeah, those regs push down the road. ETFs down the road. How far down the road? Well, depends when these government idiots are what gonna get back to work for us, not the bullshit of fighting back and forth with each other. So you know my stance on this. Vote them out. Vote them all out. Hashtag vote all these fuckers from the government out. Why? Because we're not seeing the progress that we need. We've been promised so many things and we haven't gotten them. Now, I am in Guatemala City. Yeah, I'm rocking the old, Pollo bus right there. Pollo autobus right there, sure. Cool. There's a little bit of glare because the sun's kind of coming down. I can't help that. I'm on vacation. I don't have the studio with me. I do have a little bit of Stank Red in the background, which, is making me a little sad that I haven't been able to play a little Escape from Tarkov lately. So, to make me feel better, what have I been doing? Oh, go check out my second channel. I've been posting all about Guatemala, the food, and the places, and the churches, and the people, and just check it out. Like I said, it's only shorts for now because I don't want to spend my time on my laptop grinding out instead of paying attention to my wife. Speaking of paying attention to my wife, I'm going to pay attention to my wife right now. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss out. And remember, if Mr. Beast offers any sort of crypto thing, tell him, go fuck yourself. And choo choo bitches.